what is up? Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Gabby. Today's video is going to be a pregnancy Q&A, kind of more focused around the second trimester of my pregnancy and a little bit of an update on how things have been going. I did a initial Q&A when we first found out we were pregnant, and I did kind of like a mukbang thing, so if you haven't seen that, definitely go check that out. And yeah, I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update. So I asked you guys some questions on Instagram and YouTube. I am already into my 6th month of pregnancy, which is crazy. We only have like 3 and a bit months to go, and honestly I feel like we have so much to do already, and we need to get started on prepping for the baby, and it's just gone by so fast. But I wanted to do a second trimester kind of Q&A to give you a little update on how things have been going. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump right into it. Okay, the first and probably most asked question is any cravings / what is your most recent craving? Honestly, since the first trimester, I feel like my cravings have subsided quite a bit. I'm not like having any strong cravings or any like weird cravings like pickles and ice cream or something weird like that. It has been pretty tame. Right now it is chips and salsa, but not just like Tostitos from the grocery store. I want like fresh salsa and chips, like fresh corn tortilla chips and fresh salsa, like homemade salsa, and anything like Tex-Mexy, kind of like tacos, like American tacos, not like good tacos, but like really bad tacos, and Mexi fries, which are like tater tots in like a Mexican seasoning. That sounds really good for me right now. I did go through a phase of like tomato-y soup, so like a tomato-based soup like minestrone or tortilla soup or something like that that is like tomato-based. And pizza has also been another big one, which is quite ironic because if you knew me before pregnancy, I do not eat cheese and I don't really love bread, so pizza wasn't a big thing for me. Like I just didn't really like pizza. I could honestly live without it. But now, I don't know why, like I gotta have pizza. Pizza has definitely been a odd craving for me to have, but I don't know. We usually make it at home, so it's decently healthy, I would say, with like bread, cheese, lots of veggies, and some meat. So that's been like my top craving. Still eating lots of fruit and like other sweet stuff, but not like craving the sweets as much as I was in the first trimester. I would say my eating has gone back to pretty much normal, other than like aversions to pasta for some reason. That's like my biggest aversion right now, is the baby does not want to eat spaghetti, and we usually have spaghetti like once a week, or like a type of pasta like beefaroni or hamburger helper, goulash, something like that, lasagna, pasta, at least once a week, because it's a pretty affordable and quick meal. I don't know, I can get through like a few bites before I start feeling like sick, and even just like making spaghetti kind of makes me want to gag a little, so I don't know why. But that has definitely been like my biggest aversion, and probably like my toughest aversion, because I typically love spaghetti. The next question here is, are you nervous for labor and delivery? Honestly, not yet / no. I internally feel like I am going to go into labor and delivery with as much of a positive mindset as I can. I'm really not that scared of labor and delivery, which is like so weird for me to say, because I definitely thought I would be like, no, put me out, give the epidural, I don't want to feel pain, I don't want to do it. But honestly, that's not the part that's like that I'm nervous for. I'm like nervous for after the baby is here, and just like going through like postpartum, like having postpartum anxiety and depression. I know that's like a really big thing, and that's like what I'm worried for, I guess. Labor and delivery itself, no, because bottom line, we are here to deliver a healthy baby, and in whatever terms that might look like. I trust my care team and my doctors that I've been seeing, so bottom line, I am gonna get through it with as much of a positive mindset as I can and be as flexible as I can, and you know, just hope to deliver a healthy, happy baby. But it's definitely like more the postpartum thing that I am definitely scared for, and all of the, you know, bleeding, postpartum care, postpartum anxiety and depression, and just adjusting to life with a newborn, and will I be, you know, intuitive enough as a new mother? That's probably the biggest thing that I'm nervous for. And the question that kind of related into that is, how are you prepping for labor and delivery? Damon and I have taken one like labor delivery course, so that was really important to me, just to know the medical aspects of what could happen during labor and delivery so that we are educated on what those options look like. So I wanted to take at least one of those, but we're not going to take like a specific birthing class with like birthing techniques and labor and delivery techniques and stuff. I feel like a lot of that you can find on YouTube and TikTok now these days, and yes, you do have to sift through quite a few videos and stuff to find credible information, but like I said, I kind of take everything with a grain of salt and take what I need from some videos, and you can always, you know, do further research, talk to your doctors about that kind of stuff. I think I have like a labor chat with a nurse at my doctor's office when I head into like that 34 to 36 week phase, so obviously I'm going to take advantage of that. That's really all that we're going to do to kind of prep for labor and delivery itself. Thought about like nursing courses, but honestly I don't know again how much of that I could take like online, or if it's like actually beneficial to like do it in person. I feel like there's only so much you can learn before the baby is here, and most of that learning comes when the baby is here and the different circumstances. Like yes, it's good to have a foundation of knowledge, but I feel like the biggest learning curve is when the baby is actually here and how that baby is adjusting to life outside of the womb. The only other thing I wanted to take like prepping for baby's arrival is a sleep course. I really want to take the taking care of babies course, and I've heard really good things about it, and I really want to do a sleeping course so that I am not losing my sanity, I hope. But I think that's the only other course that we have yet to take and need to take kind of as we roll into our third trimester. All right, the next question here is, what is the gender? The gender reveal should have gone up last week, so if you haven't seen that, go check it out. But it is a boy. So yes, we are having a son, which I'm still super excited about. Really, bottom line, I wanted a happy, healthy baby, and honestly that's the thing that I'm most thankful for so far. He is healthy and he is doing well, I guess, according to all the measurements and all the ultrasounds and stuff. So we are having a boy. And the next question is, do you have any names picked out? Yes, we do. I'm gonna do a video on like the names that we won't be using that I kind of got vetoed on, so I will be doing that, so stay tuned, but we're not gonna share the actual name that we've picked until the baby is here. Okay, the next question was plans on getting married. Now, I have a few thoughts on this, to be honest. Like, initial reaction was, I don't think you have to be married to have a baby. Yes, in my view, that would be preferable to me, but that's not the way the cards played out. And honestly, I am okay with that because I know that I am still in a stable and strong relationship. And I don't think getting married or a ring or a piece of paper is going to change that at this particular moment. So I'm okay with not being married right now. I think we do have plans in the future to be married eventually down the road, but honestly I'm not really going to push that agenda on anybody, and I think it's like completely fine knowing that we still have like a strong relationship and that we are like, the ring is not really going to change anything. So that's kind of my initial thoughts on that. We have talked about getting married for a while, but obviously the timing was not right, and now we're welcoming a new baby, so I really don't think the timing is quite right now, but I'm sure in the future we might have plans to do that. Next question is more surrounding Lululemon. Are you buying new Lululemon clothes right now to kind of fit your bump? Yes and no. I have tried to be super picky on the clothes that I am buying to kind of fit me through pregnancy / postpartum. I know it's really hard because there's so many changes going on with your body, and it depends on how everyone carries too. So I have so far carried really low and kind of smaller, I would say. I don't know. I've been mostly able to fit into my size 2 Aligns. I've been living in those for my whole pregnancy so far. I can't fit into any of my like Wonder Trains or Base Pays or anything tighter at this moment. All my Align tanks are out the window, cannot fit into any of those. So I have bought a few pieces as well. I'm gonna do a whole video on maternity suggestions for Lululemon coming up here, so stay tuned for that, but I will give you a little sneak preview into that video. So super high-rise Aligns I have been loving. I did size up one size and they fit so nicely over my bump, and it's like that true, back to that true Align feeling. The 2s do start to dig in, especially by the end of the day. I'm like, get these things off me. I need my pajamas on now. But for the most part, like I can make it in my 2s. I don't know how much longer I will be able to make it, if I'll be able to make it into my 3rd trimester, but hopefully by then the weather is a little bit nicer and I'm just going to wear dresses and don't have to worry about pants, period. But if you do have to size up, I sized up 1 size in the Aligns, and I think they would be okay for pregnant, like postpartum afterwards. They might be a little bit big, but honestly, I think they could work. I just bought 1 staple black pair and that's it. I'm kind of buying as I need. So super high rise Aligns have been heavenly. I bought a strappy Nulu shelf tank because again, all of my Align tanks do not fit. This one has a little bit of a bigger cup size as well, so I just felt more comfortable in it. I've also bought 1 size up in my Like a Cloud sports bras, and that has also been heavenly. I can still fit into my regular size 4s, but the size 6 just feels like what they should feel like, if that makes sense. Like just lightweight, super comfy, and I do believe those will also work for nursing and postpartum. So I'm going to hang on to those, and I feel like it wasn't a bad investment. I did buy a bodysuit, like the Align bodysuit, in the full length, and again, I only wear it in the 2nd trimester because I know in the 3rd trimester, when the baby is bigger and kicking your bladder constantly, is going to be a pain to take off for going to the bathroom purposes. But other than that, I've been able to kind of stick to all of my normal sizes, like all Yours tees, Love Cruise, all my Scubas, everything like that still fits. So it's mostly been like the bottoms, just sizing up 1 in like a couple of items to kind of get me through. But that's pretty much all I've bought. And again, if you haven't seen all of those hauls, definitely go check them out. It'll all be listed in there as well. And like I said, I'll be doing a full maternity Lululemon suggestions video, so stay tuned for that. Be sure to subscribe. The next question is, would you like to see Lululemon add kids clothes? Do you think it would sell well? Lululemon used to have a kids clothing line called Ivivva, and actually I bought from that like right until they kind of like closed and like shut them down. And I was like a size 12 or 14 in them, which is like about a 2.4 in Lululemon, and honestly I thought it was doing quite fine, but I guess not if they decided to discontinue it. I would love for them to kind of bring that back. I do feel like there's a lot of preteens and teenagers now that are looking for like Lululemon items but don't quite fit into them. So I feel like if they did bring back the kids line, I feel like it would do well, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't think I would buy baby Lululemon clothes, like it being like a toddler, like super tiny onesies or anything like that, because like Lululemon technically is athleisure wear. It's great for if, you know, they dance or figure skate or play basketball or sports or something like that, but I wouldn't buy it like as a baby. Maybe if they got into like, you know, once they were like 12, 13, like preteen age, I would potentially look into like buying it. But again, I don't really know. I'm not a huge like splurger on baby clothes at this moment because I know they do grow out of them quite quickly. All right, next question is, what changes have you noticed going into your 3rd trimester? My belly has officially popped. I feel like it is definitely round. You can visibly see that there's a baby bump there now. Although like straight on, you can't tell as much, but definitely when I turn to the side, you can see, and even like through my clothes now, you can kind of see it. So that's definitely been the biggest change. Itchy skin. I've been lotioning constantly, like not even like my belly area, but like everywhere, like my arms and my legs have been so dry feelings. I've been slathering on the lotion like crazy, and I feel like I haven't had like too many symptoms or changes at all, which I'm thankful for. Like this has been like honestly a really easy pregnancy, knock on wood, and I'm so thankful for that. I don't really know otherwise, but like just hearing how others can struggle through pregnancy, still having morning sickness by the 2nd trimester, or feeling dizzy, or having, you know, other complications with their pregnancy, I am beyond thankful not to have that, and it's been pretty easy for me. I feel like, yeah, not too many changes. Definitely size-wise, it's starting to shift a little bit, but I haven't really noticed like too many differences. My skin has cleared up a little bit. I do have like some acne here, but I think that's mostly just from all the Easter treats that I've eaten, and my hair feels like pretty soft. So I feel like the typical pregnancy glow, I guess you could say, has started to roll in a little bit in terms of like skin and hair. I don't know if you could really tell though. My next question here is, what languages will you be teaching the baby? I only speak English, Damon only speaks English, so we will only be teaching it English and probably some basic sign language like more or like all done or like basic things so that we can communicate with it, or like thank you. Super simple things. I learned that when I was super young, and I feel like, I don't know, a lot of babies use sign languages, so probably like basic sign language. But other than that, I don't think we'll be teaching it any other language because we don't speak any other language. Maybe once they hit like school age, like junior high, high school, they might want to take a second language, and that would be great. But I'm not going to be teaching it any other languages other than English and maybe some basic sign language. Our next question here is, what stroller / travel system did you end up going with? So we actually ended up going with the Nuna, so the Nuna Pippa and the Nuna Mix Next. Here in Canada, we don't have as many selection choices when it comes to the Nuna Pippa. I know in the States they got like the Pippa Light, the Pippa RX, the Pippa Light RX, the Pippa Urban, so many other choices. We literally have only the regular Pippa and the Pippa Light here. I would have loved to get the RX because it does have a little bit more safety features than the regular Pippa, but unfortunately that was not an option for us, so we just went with the regular one, which I'm still really happy about. And then the reason we went with that one is I just love that you can like transfer it from car to car without needing the base. And even if you did want to transfer the base, it's super easy to like uninstall and reinstall into a different car. So I did like that aspect, plus the fact that you can like unclick it from the base and click it right into the stroller, I feel like was a big selling aspect for me, because I do have to make trips to the mall like once weekly by myself. I just wanted something super easy, or if I had to go to the grocery store, run errands, to a doctor's appointment, etc. It's just easier for me to take the baby with me and not have to struggle so much. The reason we went with the Nuna Mix Next was again because of that ring adapter feature to click in the car seat to the stroller. In Canada, they don't sell the ring adapter separately. It only comes with the Nuna strollers. So that was again a big influencing decision on which stroller we ended up going with. The one downside about the Mix Next is that it's quite big, it's quite heavy, and the seat itself I don't think is that big, so it might not last us that far into toddlerhood. I don't know what our needs are going to be down the road, so I tried to make our best guess now. This was like kind of the stroller that was like number one on my list, but I do know the leg rest of it is a little bit flimsy and the seat is on the smaller side. So the other one that we were looking at was the Upper Baby Cruise, and the one deterring factor with that is that you have to have 2 side clips for the car seat to like click into the adapters, and then to take it out you have to like hold down the 2 clips and then take the seat out that way instead of just doing it one-handed, which I didn't love. And I just thought that might be a struggle as the baby gets older, although that seat technically is more structured and it's like a little bit smaller and compact in terms of like the full size of the stroller. I just felt like maybe the Nuna was going to be easier as a first-time parent just to get the swing of things. And if it doesn't work out, I'm open to kind of reselling it and keeping the ring adapter to maybe upgrade to the Upper Baby Cruise if that's going to work better for us. But like I said, I can't really predict the needs we're going to have down the road, or if there's going to be another stroller that comes out down the road by the time we're having another baby or whatever it might be. So we went with the Nuna Mix and Nuna Pippa travel system. I also just wanted to preface that we did find the Nuna stroller on Facebook Marketplace for $800, where it normally retails for $1,300 here in Canada, which is very expensive, I know, but we were also able to save a little bit of money on that, so that's another factor on why we went with the Nuna. Next question is, are you feeling any movements and kicks? Yes, this baby is so active, I feel like. And even Damon has felt a few kicks and rolls, so that's super fun and exciting for him, because I know it's hard to feel connected to the baby when you're not like carrying the baby and like, you know, it's not, anyways. So that's been good, but it definitely likes to kick, and even though I have an anterior placenta, I still feel like I can feel him quite a bit, so that's actually reassuring. I don't mind that, but at the same time it's kind of like, weird and uncomfortable in a cool way. So yes, definitely been feeling lots of movements and kicks so far. My last question here is favorite place to buy baby clothes. Actually right now I'm trying not to buy any baby clothes because I am going to have a baby shower, and I know that's like the top gift that people want to get for babies because that is fun and exciting. I get it, and I know that now people know the gender, that people will be more inclined to probably buy clothes, so I'm really trying to hold off. I'm hoping people stick to the registry, so if you're coming to my baby shower and you're watching this video, please use the registry. I haven't actually bought a ton of clothes, circling back to that, but I have bought a few things, and my favorite places to shop right now are Old Navy and specifically the clearance section. Also, we have Real Canadian Superstore, which is kind of like, I guess, a Target-ish. They have like clothes and groceries there, so love that. Walmart has been great, and again, I'm not huge into investing into clothing at this moment because they grow out of them so fast, and like I said, we'll probably be getting a lot of clothes for the shower. And then I think the other one is Carter's. That one, I haven't like actually purchased anything yet, but I've been watching their sales. They have some cute stuff online. I popped into a store once. I feel like they'd have some good deals if you kind of time it right and know where to look. Again, clearance section has been my best friend, so that's kind of where I've bought baby clothes so far. That is all the questions I have for today's video, so that will wrap it up, and thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more content, and hit that notification bell so you are notified when I post new videos, and leave me a comment down below. If you didn't get a question answered, then pop it down below and I will see if I can answer it for you. But again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!